The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right. Let's do this. Little 10-minute drill, little sports concepts and rationalizations, bouncing it around the sports world after we're done. Beef, what are we handing out?
Oh, we're getting hella mega again today, Dan.
Hella love.
We're showing hella love with
I got a hella love at Ruth's Chris this week.
with a pair of tickets to the Hella Mega Tour coming up next August at TIAA Bank Field. That features Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. Tickets go on sale tomorrow as well, but stay tuned at the end of the segment, and you'll have a chance to win a pair on us.
Are we going to be giving away Hella Love concert tickets
Hella Mega
between
Tour.
now and August?
I can't speak to that, Dan. I don't know.
I think this is just
I'm not
the
privy to
initial
those conversations.
push to get them, sold out.
They go on sale
Just
tomorrow.
curious.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Getting
on
the word
sale
out.
I
tomorrow.
heard Jimmy Buffett's coming to town.
Excellent.
I'm going to need
That
you
guy
to.
never tours.
I need you to buy me some tickets for that. If you would. Thank you. It'd be a Christmas gift. for
Adam
me.
Schnipner tweeted out 11 minutes ago at the beginning of the week, an NFL team reached out to the league and asked if Jalen Ramsey could play Sunday for the new team after he played Thursday for the Jaguars. League informed them that no, it's one game per player per week.
Wouldn't that be something? That's like the old. Was it? Who was it? Was it?
Baseball, they do
Joel
that.
Youngblood.
Yeah.
Remember he played
Yeah.
a doubleheader with your team, right? The
Yeah.
Mets and the Cubs.
Uh-huh.
Played in the afternoon in Chicago, then got traded to the Mets and played there that evening. So that's a lot of fanfare for a guy who had the limited stats and skills of Joel Youngblood.
Yes. Love Joel Youngblood.
Who, when I was a kid, always knew for sure that he must be Jack Youngblood's brother.
Jamal Adams is ticked off, and rightfully so. He was fined. I guess they probably signed something in their contract so it's automatically taken out of their paycheck, because otherwise, if I was Jamal Adams, I wouldn't pay it. I tell him, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying you $21,000 for me pushing a guy. It was a terrible – Jamal Adams was fined $21,000 for pushing Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield fell down. He was also flagged for it. Maybe in this day and age it is a penalty, but it's certainly not a finable penalty.
I think
I don't know if all penalties are fine now or something like
the
that.
NFL better. I know the NFL is.
But here we go again with this nonsensical. The NFL, there is no rhyme or reason in anything they do. They review PIs. You can't tell. The fines are always different.
enforce this holding all of a sudden,
Yeah.
so there's 10 of those a game.
Yeah, so there's just they have no rhyme, no reason towards anything. It's almost like they're becoming like NASCAR and they make the rules up as
I
they go.
think listen, much like NASCAR dropped in popularity, the NFL and their arrogance better watch out, because let me tell you what's
He's suspended for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He's suspended for 9 games. He's not suspended.
Yeah.
We have video on him. We don't have video on him. I mean, what the heck?
Here's what's going to happen, okay? And it won't be next year. It may be 30 years from now, because now not just the fans are getting tired of it, but the players themselves are getting tired of it.
Yeah.
The rival football league's not going to be the XFL. It's going to be the NHL, the no-holds-barred league. And they're going to let them play football.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be, super violent and aggressive about it. But you know what? They're going to play the game under the rules as they were initially written. And we're not going to, throw a guy in jail for making a hard hit. It's a hard-hitting game. And so I think at some point the competition from the NFL is going to come from a league where they don't, put the quarterbacks in bubble wrap, and where they don't call 18 million penalties a game. And how does Troy Aikman feel about the officiating, Beef? He's a Hall of Famer. I know that
It's nauseating.
It's nauseating. Well, there you go. That pretty much sums it up.
It's nauseating.
That it is. Yeah, it's very nauseating.
It's nauseating.
Oh, okay, good. Colin Kaepernick's agent has reached out to 3 teams. Do you think Colin Kaepernick, after 3 years out of the league, really wants to play in the NFL, or is this just a keep your name in the headlines play?
No, I think he wants to play. I think he does want to play. But I thought that ship had sailed with the
Settlement?
collusion settlement payment.
Yeah, I didn't know by taking that, did you disqualify your...
Apparently not.
Well, maybe now he just can't claim that anyone's not taking him for any reason other than his talent. I mean, you can't go back to the well and sue again for collusion.
He's out 2+ years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him getting David Fales. He's better than some of these quarterbacks that are in the league, but we've been down this road a million times. We can sit here and bang the drum till we're blue in the face. It doesn't matter. He's not getting another opportunity. It's just that's where we are, But anyway, yeah, that's it. is what it is, I guess, in that respect, right?
I mean, how could the New York Jets not take a flyer? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd play Colin Kaepernick tomorrow with no playbook.
Yeah.
Is better than better than Luke Falk.
Now, he's had some opportunities that he's turned down.
That's fair, too.
Way back when, right?
Yeah. Yes, he has.
Yeah. So,
well, if he went
I guess
from being
now
he went from starting demands to now I just want in the league.
yeah. And I guess now money
But
wouldn't be as much of an issue.
Well, maybe it would though if you're just like they want to go to these quote quarterback needy teams.
Yeah.
The Steelers aren't quarterback needy. They drafted Mason Rudolph to be their next franchise quarterback, so they're going to take this opportunity to play
Find
him
out.
and see what he's got.
Yeah.
The Saints re-signed Teddy Bridgewater just for this emergency.
Yeah. Dolphins traded for Josh Rosen.
Right.
Traded for him.
Correct. So, and the other team mentioned was the Jets. Now, the Jets are you or I could play quarterback for the Jets, and it wouldn't be a downgrade.
Wouldn't matter. They're going to lose anyway. A couple things happened in baseball last night that I wanted to mention.
Historic. Couple of historic markers, one by a manager, one by a pitcher.
Yes. Bruce Bochy.
Bruce Bochy gets to 2,000 wins. I think he's like maybe the 8th manager to do it, or the 15th. What was it?
Mm-hmm.
He's the 11th manager to 2,000 wins.
And then even more to me impressive, Garrett Cole of the Astros, just the 18th pitcher in Major League history to have 300 strikeouts in a year.
Yeah, that's
a lot of strikeouts, boy. When you figure a guy gets about 30 starts, now maybe Cole 35, when you're basically striking out 10 guys a game.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff in it.
The wild card races tightened up a little bit yesterday. The Mets and Phillies still hanging around now within 3 games of what is a tie for the second wild card spot.
Garrett Cole, 31 starts, 200 innings on the nose. So.
Garrett Cole is averaging 13.6 strikeouts per 9 innings.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Man. Now, look, guys strike out a lot more now than they used to.
That's true, too.
So
going for the big one.
Well, and
all or nothing.
To his credit, though, he's averaging 13.5 strikeouts per 9 and just over 2 walks per 9.
Very good.
I have never been more nonplussed by a 3-game losing streak in my life. I know that. I almost want the Braves to lose. They get hot at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Not catching the Dodgers. Are the Cardinals way ahead of the Cubs and Brewers, or is that definitely over?
3, no. They play 7 times with the Cubs starting today or tomorrow, Beef.
That starts tonight.
How many games back are you of the Cards?
3 back.
3 back of the Cards.
Are you at Wrigley or are you there?
Yeah, these ones are in Chicago.
Oh, this is a big series.
I don't think the Cards have won at Wrigley all year.
That must be a 4-game series then, right? If it starts on Thursday?
Well, yeah, if they have 7 games, they'll have one of them is going to be a 4-game set.
So that'll be this one.
So basically, there are 11 games to go.
I mean, we could come in on Sunday. We could come in on Monday, and the Cubs could have the lead.
Yeah, this is a 4-gamer through Sunday.
Yeah.
And then the Cubs will play 3 in Pittsburgh and then go to St. Louis for 3.
To close
it out.
Yeah, next week's the last week of the regular season. Yeah. It's here. It's 10 games to go. Pete Alonso hit his 49th, which is great. The bad news is Eugenio hit his 48th.
Suarez?
Yeah, he's got right there behind him, one behind him. And the Mets and the Reds start a 3-game set tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the Brew Crew host Pittsburgh and then close out with Cincinnati and the Rockies.
Ooh. Advantage Brew Crew.
Milwaukee.
Is it Milwaukee? Because they're doing it without Yelich. Which is pretty impressive.
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Gotcha. So we'll see.
They had they lost yesterday. You got to beat the Padres when you're coming down the stretch.
Got to.
And granted, Milwaukee's played awfully good.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, when you're in the situation that some of these teams are in, you got 9 games to go. You got to win like 8 out of 9, and if you lose, it's like it's doom and gloom. But the truth of the matter is, like, the Mets went to Colorado and they won 2 out of 3. Can't do much more than that. So I was able to taunt Daniel Murphy yesterday because we've been chatting about.
I don't think he didn't play yesterday, did he?
No, he pinch hit. Been chatting about the Ramsey situation with me, and
let me guess, he's pro Ramsey.
No. And we've been going back and forth, and so I said, hey, go easy on the Mets, and he goes, oh, we're going to kill him off today. That was going into yesterday. So when he grounded out yesterday in the 9th inning as a pinch hitter, I immediately texted him, no kill shot this weekend, buddy. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. They've had a tough year, the Rocks.
Well, they were okay there early.
Yeah.
And then they just completely fell apart.
Yeah. They've got 87 losses. Last place in the West. The really bad baseball this year, the Detroit Tigers, 106 losses. Unbelievable. And the O's have 103, and the Royals have 97, and the Marlins have 99. Man, a lot of bad teams. So anyway, lots of stuff going on in baseball as we go down the stretch. College football, you had mentioned the Gators get a little week of hard knocks. That's of course they're doing it during the Towson State week.
Thanks. So you couldn't do it the Tennessee week
Yeah.
or Auburn or LSU after.
Go on in for Towson.
Yeah,
We'll give you all the access.
Now, what's strange about this is we announced these 4 programs. Did they replace a program? Did one fall out? Isn't this the same thing we were talking about? It is.
It's the 247 series, so.
Right, we were talking. I remember Washington State was in it, so Arizona State's got to be the same thing. But Florida wasn't in the initial announcement. Like, I wonder if. Don't you recall we talked about the 4 teams that were going to do a hard knock?
Is this Showtime beef or is this
HBO?
Yeah,
the other HBO 247 Sports.
I thought the other one was a different network.
Well, it definitely had at Washington State. I can't imagine they were getting 2 different networks, are they?
No, it's the same one.
This is the same one, but I'm curious how Florida got added. That was left out of the. I mean, the story came out like it was news. Yet we had those other 4. I don't know, a month ago, didn't we? 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Who are the other ones?
What's Washington State, Arizona State,
Penn State,
Yeah,
and Florida.
Only one not with a state in their title.
Interesting.
What a wrinkle.
We'll talk about that next segment.
Let's do caller number 3. Right now, if you want to go get hella rock and roll.
Let's get hella nuts.
Yeah.
At the Hella Mega Tour, Dan.
Maybe you can go to Get Treated Nicely and have a hella good time at Ruth Chris.
Featuring Green Day,
Hella
HMU,
love. We got hella
Fall
love.
Out Boy, and Weezer at TIAA Bank Field next August 6th. Tickets on sale tomorrow. But we've got 2 for what caller, Dan?
Caller number 3.
3
baby!
right now.
Still caller number 3. It's a custom tree surgeons Thursday. Doc Murphy next.